Have you ever had to do a lot of work, but you just couldn't concentrate? Well, in today's video, I want to tell you the 3 simple ways on how to improve your concentration muscle, and make sure you stay to the end of this video where I'll be talking about this last point on how to really change your mindset to be able to do anything that you want and something that you didn't want to do to something that you want to do. So without further ado, let's go on to the first point, which is going to be that the first way to improve your concentration muscle is going to be that you need to get a book. So I'm gonna get a book right here. Here I got a book. Got a book by Max Out Your Life by Ed Mylett. So in this book, what I do every single day is that when I get this book, when I read a book to improve my concentration skills, I read the book and I count the words. And the reason why you don't count the words is because there's a lot of text in here, there's a lot of words in here, all these different things. And what I do to improve my concentration skills is I read my book and then I count the words. So even reducing your sleep, as long, that counts as, a few words right there. And once, the first thing I do really is to really read the words up to 50. So I don't even like read the content I'm reading. I'm just reading the words and counting it out. So I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I go to 50. Once I go to 50, then I would count back. It would be like 50, 49, and I count the words back. And if I mess up, that means I gotta do the 50 all over again. And then I repeat that cycle over and over until I get it right. And the reason why this helps is because, like, if you try this out, it's kind of hard in the beginning. Like, my concentration muscle was not that great in the beginning before I did this, and I would always want to like squirm around, move my body, because I was like, oh man, I can't concentrate. I want to do something else right now. But if once you make this a habit and you start reading the words and just counting it forward, and you get 50, that's a small win right there. You count them back. And that makes it even harder. And then once you get used to that and you think that's pretty easy, then you would elevate the amount of words that you want to count, and then you just build your concentration muscle from there. So that's the first point. The second point on how to improve your concentration muscle is going to be that you need to do meditation. And the reason why I want to talk about meditation with you guys today is because meditation actually helps in different ways. First of all, it calms your mind. So if you have a lot of anxious thoughts or other thoughts that are going to be distracting, you'll be more aware of it. And once you're more aware, you're able to find ways on how to concentrate to it and bring yourself to be present. Second thing is that you focus on your breathing. I just can't emphasize how really meditation really just helped my concentration so much, because when I first started meditating, the only max I could do was like 3 minutes. I could not do like 5 minutes, the 10 minutes, the 20 minutes. Oh man, those were like so long back then when I first started. But now, doing it over time, I spent at least 2,000 hours at least, and it's still counting to this day. It's just more just practice, and just doing those hours over time, it will just elevate everything, and then man, like you'll see your like concentration muscles like on a whole nother level. So for example, one of the things that I do focus more is like the meditation helps you in regards to your breathing. You take a deep breath in and breathe out, and that's really like you just focus on that and just focus on your breathing, and you do it so many times, and then your mind's gonna wander, and then it's gonna tell you to bring your body back to where you are at instead of like wandering those different thoughts. So meditation really helps. It helps with your breathing, and also helps with, if you ever get sidetracked with something, it will actually help you bring you back to your present state. So that's the second thing. And the last thing on how to improve your concentration muscle to study effectively is going to be that for that one, it's going to be that you have to use the if and then. And the way I'm going to how structure this is I call it reframe. So if you think like, oh, if I don't feel like studying, then I'm going to study, and then I'm going to sit down and study on this specific topic. You want to be as specific as possible, because if you are too broad, you're going to tell your mind that like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing right now, so we're going to let it go. But if you do the if, like, okay, if like I can't study all this in time, then you'll think of some other things. But if you do the proper reframes, like, all right, if I'm feeling lazy right now, if I can't concentrate, then I will do a physical activity. I will walk around for 5 minutes, then come back so I could be able to concentrate even more. So really, this third point is not something that you could do right away. and it's gonna be like lasting results. It's gonna be like small incremental mindset changes that you tell yourself. And it's those small reframes, those small changes that you tell your mind, it's gonna shift and you're gonna become like a whole different person with a whole different habits and also a different lifestyle. So that's really the third point. So those are my 3 ways on how to improve your concentration muscle to study effectively, because that's what I've done to study for like a past test I had yesterday for a licensing thing. So that's my little video for you guys today. So if you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below. And if you know any other ways on how to study effectively and to improve your concentration muscle, let me know in the comments box below. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.